Happy Wednesday. How y'all doing? I'm almost ready to go on my trip. Very, very excited for that. But one thing I wanted to talk about today, I've talked about how important it is to find out what's going on inside of your mind, inside of yourself. Learning I'm neurodivergent set me free from a lot of stuff, and it set me free from a lot of the judgments and stuff that people have made over me. You know how many times people have said, oh, you're only nice and kind because you're a people pleaser because of this and that, and you're this and that, and this trauma caused you to be this and that, and yada, 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 and they kind of tore down all the good things, all the good qualities I have. And I find a lot of people do that because they just don't have those good qualities. And I don't mean that disrespectfully, it's just the way that it is. So, I've been to therapy before and everything, but going to see my psychiatrist, learning I'm neurodivergent, everything, unmasking and everything, I see that all these qualities that people said, you're this quality because of this and that and this trauma, blah, blah, blah. No, that's actually who I am. I've been able to unmask and find out who I truly am, and those qualities, the kindness, the gentleness, the empathy, the consideration, the being there for people, all that jazz, that has nothing to do with trauma. That's who I actually am. And that's, like I said, such a freeing thing, because we live in the prison of judgments of so many people who really don't know what they're talking about, and yet we listen to that stuff. I see so many people, I talked about it yesterday, that take advice, the worst advice, to be awful to people, and they take it real quick, but they're very slow to take advice to be kind to people and stuff like that. Now, I think that's a sign of trauma. I think the people out there that are not empathetic, that are not kind, that are not generous, I think that's a little bit of trauma speaking. It's so easy to go through stuff and then be a jerk after the fact. You got hurt, you got abused. I understand that because we all kind of go through that. But still, it does not excuse us treating people awfully. It doesn't excuse us stonewalling people. It doesn't accuse us, ignoring people and making people feel like they don't matter and like they're worthless. And a lot of people who would critique me for being nice and kind and gentle and considerate and empathetic would do that to other people. They would be mean. They would cut people off. They would stonewall, silent treatment, all this stuff to make people feel worthless. They would do that while judging me and judging you and judging others like us that are kind and considerate. So that's something to think about. Get to the bottom of those things so that you know in your own self that no, you are a kind person, you are a gentle person, you are an empathetic person, you are a considerate person. That is who you are. It has nothing to do with trauma and everything. And the people that are judging you, they're probably walking with a little bit of trauma, and they're the ones that probably need to get a little bit of help when it comes to that stuff. So think about that. You're an awesome, amazing human being. Continue to be an awesome, amazing human being, which I know you will because it's what you are. I love you so much. Have an awesome day. I'm leaving tomorrow on my trip. I'm so excited. Peace out. Bye.